Hello, I'm Priscilla Archangel, and my leadership insight for you today is winning teams when the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Now, that's an ancient quote attributed to Aristotle that speaks to the importance of synergy between the components of a system. As important as the heart and the liver and the kidneys and other physical organs are, they only come to life when they're properly connected in the context of a living human body. And a weak or a failing organ similarly has a negative effect on the entire system. Each organ or element must function at a certain level to maximize a person's health. The same is true with winning teams. And now that Super Bowl 58 is behind us in the USA, and congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs, it should be obvious that winning or even making it to the playoffs wasn't just about the individual ability of each team member. They had to learn to play together, to anticipate each other's moves and complement each other's strengths, and make decisions to benefit the team. They also needed to like or at least respect each other. They needed to spend time together off the field, learning more about each other personally and their individual motivations. All of this contributes to a winning team. And for teams to successfully reach their goals, it's not always about having the best players. They need players with the right skill set. So how does this happen? The whole is greater than the sum of its parts when there's a connection between people. Workplace teams perform better when they have the right combination of skill sets and they build stronger personal relationships. Now, I've worked with many bright people, but those who contribute most to the team are typically the ones who help others connect the dots to find the winning solutions. They lean into interactions with their colleagues and they help to identify how capabilities best fit together, kind of like the pieces of a puzzle. The whole is also greater than the sum of its parts when people possess an optimistic mindset. Optimistic people see possibilities. They're realistic and they understand the facts, but they also believe that present situations can change in unanticipated ways. They know when to exercise patience, when to leverage their influence, and when to explore alternatives. It reminds me of the children's story of The Little Engine That Could, where larger locomotives refused to try pulling a heavy load up a mountain, but a small engine agreed to attempt it and slowly chugged along, repeating, "I think I can, I think I can." And when it finally reached the top, it proudly proclaimed, "I thought I could." The whole is greater than the sum of its parts when people are creative. Several decades ago, there was a TV series which was recently reprised called MacGyver, and each episode featured the title character saving a life or getting out of an impossible situation by using an assortment of seemingly unrelated objects. He was able to use whatever he had on hand in an unlikely way to find a solution, and he had an uncanny way of solving problems and finding creative links. Creative people can take ordinary things and make something beautiful or valuable. They can meet a need that others consider difficult or improbable. They're also good at thinking in the abstract. They can absorb and process what they see and hear to form theories, develop concepts, and make inferences to broader situations. For example, inventions like the automobile or airplane, both which provide transportation, where the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And these teams find new solutions to persistent problems and they find more productive ways of working together. And finally, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts when people elicit positive emotional responses. My husband and I recently joined several other married couples in conducting a weekend workshop for engaged and dating couples who were considering marriage. And our goal was to help them anticipate and talk about the many aspects of marriage before saying I do, to support them in having a happy, healthy relationship. More than simply presenting our respective topics, we shared real-life experiences, vulnerabilities, and joy based upon our unique experiences. We're a big team, we love working together, and we continue to learn even from each other. And our mentees feel our excitement in the room. It provides a supportive environment for growth. So as you look at your team, think about how to strengthen its value as a whole. Remember, it's not just about having the best players, it's about having the right players working together in synergy. Thanks for listening.